Good morning. I hope you all are doing good. So, बच्चों, let us start. In last class, we were discussing about development banks. Let's take a quick revision what we have discussed in the last class, and then we are going to move ahead. I'm taking a quick revision what we have discussed in the last class about this development bank, and then we are going to move ahead. Okay. So I told you, development bank may be defined as a financial institution concerned with providing all types of financial assistance to business units. So, but development banks, these banks are developed, these banks are made, established so that they provide loan or you can say financial help, financial assistance to business units in the form of loan, underwriting, investment, and guarantee operation. Acha. Now we all know what is loan, how bank gives you the loan, we all know about that. Underwriting. In last class, I have told you what is the meaning of underwriting also. I told you that suppose a business firm, they want to bring some shares in the market, they want to issue some shares in the market. So, as per SEBI, that is Security Exchange Board of India, it is compulsory that at least 90% of your subscription, 90% of your share should be subscribed by the public. It means the public should purchase at least 90% of your total issue. Now, if suppose public has subscribed or purchased only 80% share, then you have to refund all the money and the fees and the whatever the money you have given for bringing the issue, you have to refund all the money. So, in order to save itself, they appoint underwriters. Now, what is the duty of underwriter? Right? Suppose a company issued some share and only 70% public has subscribed for the share. It means the company has received subscription for only 70%, then the remaining shares will be purchased by underwriters. In this way, the issue of the company will not be rejected. Then, बच्चों, investment and guarantee. What is guarantee operations? Now let's take an example. Let's take an example. Suppose Aman, you are doing clothes business. Aman is doing some clothes business. Now Aman want to expand this business. Aman want to expand this business, and to expand this business, Aman want to purchase some material from America. Aman is doing business in India. Aman is doing clothes business. Now, in order to expand this business, in order to increase the business, Aman want to purchase some material, and that material could be purchased from outside India, that is from suppose America. Now, you all know that in business, everything is done on mostly purchase and sell is done on credit. In business, in big business units, purchase and sell mostly is done on credit. So Aman want to purchase some material that is of 1 crore rupees from America. Now, the American company says that Mr. Aman, how can we trust you that you will return our 1 crore rupees? We are ready to give you the material. We will give you the material of 1 crore rupees, that's not a problem. But what is the guarantee that you will return us our 1 crore rupees? Now here comes development bank. Now the development bank will give guarantee to American vendor that if Aman do not pay you, we will pay you. This is our guarantee that Aman will pay you 1 crore rupees. And if Aman do not pay you, then we will pay you 1 crore rupees. And for this, the development bank will take some property papers or security from Aman in India, and on behalf of Aman, they will give guarantee to the American vendor. So much of the American vendor will obviously trust banks because banks are governed by RBI government. So this way, development bank help business unit also. So much as the name suggests, development bank. They are concerned with providing financial help to business units. Because if business units will develop, then obviously the country will automatically develop. If business will develop, more employment means more happy population, country will automatically develop. A development bank is basically a term lending institution. It is a multi-purpose financial It is a multi-purpose financial institution with a broad development outlook. With a broad development outlook. Industrial Financial Industrial Finance Corporation of India, the first development bank was established in 1948. So the first development bank was established in 1948, and after that, many development banks have been established. For example, IDBI. You have all heard about IDBI, IFCI, FDI, BI. All these are development bank. Now, what are the functions of development bank? Now, we all have understood one thing. So, development bank is established to provide financial help. Development bank is established to provide financial help to business units. What are the functions of development bank? Fostering industrial growth. Fostering means increasing industrial growth. How? They will provide financial help to the business units. If they provide financial help to the business units, obviously the industries, the businesses will grow. So fostering industrial growth, number two. Development long-term financial assistance, providing long-term financial assistance. They provide long-term financial loans. They provide loans for long-term, for 20 years, 30 years, etc. Balanced development, providing promotional services, infrastructure building means roads, buildings, all this comes under infrastructure. Entrepreneur development. How can this help in entrepreneur development? But so do you know what is who is known as entrepreneur? Who is known as entrepreneur? The person who starts doing business is known as entrepreneur. A person who starts doing business is known as entrepreneur. Now, what you suppose, I will give you one example. Urban Clap. You all have heard about Urban Clap or OYO. You all have heard about the OYO app. Yes or no? Have you heard about OYO app? Yes, sir. Now, Machu, the owner of OYO app is just somewhere around 30-32 years old, young man. And when he started OYO, he was just 24-25 years old. Today, OYO is one of the biggest, one of the fastest growing company in India, OYO. And he is just 24-25 years old, a young boy. But to that young boy have an idea that he want to develop an application where people can compare hotels prices and can book hotels at a low price. So he developed this application. He contacted with the hotels. Do you believe that one person can do this? Now for this, he required financial help because he want to appoint some persons also, and then he have to give the salary to them. He need to develop that application also. So he need financial assistance. The development bank, they give financial assistance to these young entrepreneurs so that they can develop, they can grow in future. So much today OYO has grown so much, so wide, so big because of the financial assistance, financial help. Then fulfilling socio-economic objectives. Investment bank. Financial intermediaries that acquire the saving of people and direct these funds into the business enterprises seeking capital for the acquisition of plant and equipment and for holding inventories are called investment banks. बच्चों what is investment bank? बच्चों investment banks are banks that acquire saving from the people. Suppose I am an investment bank. Rupesh, Himanshu, Ritik, Amrita, Rekha, Aman. You all have deposited your savings with me, and on savings, I will give you the interest. Bachcho, every bank give you interest on saving, yes or no? This much you know? I have already discussed this. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I have received money from all these people, from all of you. These are the savings of you all, and you will get interest on this. Now, these investment bank, they will provide loan to the business enterprises who want to acquire some plant and machinery for development, who want to acquire some plant and machinery for development. So they provide loan to these industries, to these business units who want capital, who want money for acquisition of plant and equipment. For example, suppose I am running a traveling business. I am running a traveling business. My traveling business is going very good. I am running a traveling business and my traveling business is going very good. I have two bus. Right now I have owned two bus and that bus take passengers from Jaipur to Delhi and Delhi to Jaipur. My business is going very good. I want to purchase now three bus more. The price of three bus are somewhere around 1.5 crore. Now, Bachu, do you think is it possible for me to invest 1.5 crores on three bus? Is it possible for everyone?
No, sir.
Now, Bachu, what this investment bank will do, they will check my balance sheet, they will check my ITR, okay, and they will check my company reputation. That this man's company, traveling company, are doing good, buses are doing good, services are doing good, and they really require to acquire some more buses. Now, these investment banks they will give me the loan for acquiring some new buses so that I can develop my business, so that I can grow my business. Because that bus is a plant and equipment for me. So they will provide capital assistance with loan for purchasing the bus so that I can grow my business. So what are the features of investment bank? Long-term financing, security, merchandiser, security middleman, insurer, underwriter. And what are the functions? Capital formation, underwriting I've already told you, purchase of security, selling of security, advisory services, and acting as leader. Merchant bank. Now, what are merchant banks? But your merchant banks are not SBI or SEBI or Axis Bank or ICICI Bank. Have you heard about this word merchant bank before? Anyone? Anyone? No?
No.
No one has heard about this word merchant bank before? Chal. Merchant banks. So there is a merchant bank that is Morgan Stanley. Have you heard about Morgan Stanley? No one has heard about Morgan Stanley?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So, बच्चों, Morgan Stanley is a merchant bank. Now, sir, what is this merchant bank and what work they do? बच्चों, these banks are very large, very huge banks. They have huge amount of financial backup. They have huge amount of finance. What these banks do mainly, suppose I am running a company, they will tie up with a company that we will help you in issuing shares in the market. because these banks are experts. These banks are experts in issuing, in helping, in bringing shares in the market. So now suppose Ritik is running a company. Ritik's company name uh, Ritik's Ritik company name is AB Limited. Now they will join hands with AB Limited, means Mr. Ritik. They will tie up with AB Limited. Now AB Limited said to Morgan Stanley that we want to issue shares. Now Morgan Stanley said, do not worry, we are expert in this. We will take care of a complete issue. We will take care of a complete issue. We will tell you what documents you require, all the documentation. We will take care of all the documentation. All the documentation. We will take care of all the documentation. We will advertise the issue. Suppose Ritik, your company AB Limited is bringing the issue in market. Bacho, tell me, whenever anything comes in the market, how you get to know about that thing? Whenever anything is coming in market, how you get to know about? By advertisement. By advertisement. So bacho, for shares also company advertise in news channel. Whenever you see any news channel, na, you see at the down at the footstep, you will see that there is written that this company is bringing this issue and all, and the people who are interested in investing in shares, they keep record of that. So Morgan Stanley says to AB Limited, to Mr. Ritik's company, that we will do all the documentation, we will advertise your issue, and if you do not receive minimum subscription, then we will purchase the remaining shares. But to Morgan Stanley, what is he doing? Morgan Stanley is doing all the documentation for issue, advertising the issue, and Morgan Stanley says that if you do not receive the minimum subscription of 90%, then remaining share we will purchase. So this is the main work of a merchant bank. And for this, merchant bank charges huge amount of money. It is somewhere around 200, 300, 500 crores they charge for this. Got my point? Now one more thing merchant bank do. Merchant bank also helps you in your portfolio management. Now sir, what is this portfolio management? What is this portfolio management? Achha, any of you know what is a portfolio? What is portfolio? Portfolio. Now take example of Himanshu's portfolio. Himanshu's portfolio. But the portfolio means whatever investment you have done, that combined that investment is known as portfolio. For example, Himanshu has purchased, I'm talking about Himanshu. Himanshu had purchased shares of X company. Share of X company, 2000. Purchase shares of Y company, 3000. Purchase debenture of Z company, 5,000 and invested in mutual fund 10,000. Himanshu has purchased share of X company 2,000, share of Y company 3,000, purchased debenture of debt 5,000, invested in mutual fund 10,000, purchased government security also, and invested in SIP also, etc., etc., etc. So, बच्चों, all this investment of Himanshu combinedly known as portfolio. Himanshu's investment portfolio. All this investment together is known as Himanshu's investment portfolio. Now, suppose Himanshu is a businessman. He is very busy in his business. So, Himanshu, is it possible for you to maintain your portfolio? You have investment in 10 places, sir, 10 different places. So is it possible for you to maintain all these portfolio, that which share is increasing, I should sell, which share is decreasing, I should purchase share, I should purchase this debenture, sell this debenture. So is it possible for you, Himanshu, because you are already doing some other business? Yes? No.
No, sir.
So Bachu, now this work, this portfolio management of Himanshu will be done by merchant bank, and merchant bank charge huge amount of money for this commission. So they also maintain your portfolio. Big businessmen in countries, there are people who are very big businessmen who have huge amount of money. So what they do with their money, they invest their money in the market in different places because they have the money to invest. Now they are already doing some business, so it is not possible for them to maintain all this investment. Now for this, here comes the work of merchant bank. The merchant bank will take care all of this. The merchant bank will take care of your portfolio and they charge commission for this. So, Bachu, I hope now you understand what is merchant bank. Okay, here it is. Institution that render wide range of services such as management of customer securities, portfolio management, counseling, insurance, etc. are called merchant banks. Sponsoring issues. I told you they sponsor issue of shares, debentures, etc. Loan syndication, servicing of issues, portfolio management, arranging fixed deposit, helping in merger and acquisition. Now, what is this merger and acquisition? There are two things. One is merger and one is acquisition. So anyone know what is the meaning of merger? No, I tell you. But so there are two companies. There are two companies, A Limited and B Limited. There are two companies, A Limited and B Limited. Or no. Okay, let's take another example. Then I will come here. Suppose, बच्चों, there are two companies, A Limited and B Limited. These companies are doing the business of steel making. Both the companies are doing the business of steel making. Now these companies thought that if we A and B, if we join hand together, then we can do business more profitably. We can monopolize the market only if we join hand together. Now A Limited and B Limited, they join hand together. These both companies join hand together, A plus B, and form a new company, that is C Limited. Now, when A and B, both companies join hand together, They form a new company C Limited. Though obviously this company will be more bigger than A and B because now two company A and B join hand together and form another company C Limited. So this C Limited will be bigger than A or B or not. बच्चों A limited individually is of 1 crore rupees and B limited individually is of 1 crore rupees. Both join hand together and form C limited of 2 crore rupees. So obviously, sir, C limited will be bigger. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Previously there was competition in the market between A and B, so they have to low down the prices. ऐसा होता है मार्केट में जब भी कंपटीशन होता है तो prices comes down. Yes or no? Now both companies are one. They do not have to low down the prices. They can increase the price. They can monopolize the market. So they can earn more profit. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
bachcho, this A limited plus B limited, when two companies join hand together and form a new company, this is known as merger. This is known as merger. When A company and B company join hand together and form a new company, this is known as merger. Got my point? And why they do this? So that they can monopolize the market. And obviously, their expenses will be less. Suppose in A limited there are 10 workers, in B limited there are 10 workers because they both are doing work individually. Now A and B form a new company C. They require only 15 workers. Previously they were 20 workers, now they require only 15 workers. So their expenses will be low and profit will be more. This is known as merger. Now, sir, what is acquisition? Suppose, बच्चों, there is a company Facebook. बच्चों, क्या आपने Facebook के बारे में सुना है? Have you heard about Facebook?
Yes,
Facebook,
sir.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay,
बहुत
okay.
दिनों से.
WhatsApp, and there is another company WhatsApp. Sir, we all know WhatsApp. Also, you send us a link only on WhatsApp. Bachcho, do you know who is the owner of WhatsApp now? Facebook. Facebook has acquired WhatsApp. It means Facebook has purchased WhatsApp. Ownership of WhatsApp is with Facebook now. Do you know about this? So WhatsApp, Facebook plus WhatsApp equals to Facebook. Because this is not merger. Facebook ने WhatsApp को purchase कर लिया. Facebook has purchased WhatsApp. So now there is a company in the market, Facebook. हालांकि
सर
Facebook
वो
is running,
सर वो
हालांकि
पूरा का पूरा.
हालांकि Facebook is running WhatsApp with the WhatsApp name only, but if Facebook gone, it can change the name of WhatsApp. But the owner is Facebook only. On papers, the owner is Facebook only. So WhatsApp plus Facebook, when Facebook acquire WhatsApp, now there is only one company in the market, that is Facebook. Because WhatsApp ownership is changed and now it is with Facebook. This is known as acquisition. So, बच्चों, in merger, two companies or more companies join hand together and form a new company. A plus B equals to C. In acquisition, one company purchase another company, and the company purchasing in the market will only remain in the market because that will be the owner. Now, bachcho, for this acquisition and merger also, this acquisition and merger is also done with the help of merchant banker. The merchant bankers will do the valuation of company, will do the negotiation, will make the deal possible. There are many documentation and many more things which is done by the merchant banks. So this is also one of the services that merchant bank provide, and they charge huge amount of commission for the acquisition and merger. So here it is written the word acquisition and merger, help in acquisition and merger. That's why I will explain you this. Now, RBI, Reserve Bank of India. Who is RBI? Sir, RBI is mother of all the banks. Bankers Bank. Sir, we all know, but so RBI is governed by government or some private sector? Just tell me government or private sector, bas, nothing else.
सर गवर्नमेंट.
Government, okay, government, okay. Everyone is saying that RBI, sir, RBI is controlled and governed by government. You all are absolutely right. But I want to tell you one thing that you all must not have heard about. When RBI was established, RBI was governed by a private sector. RBI was established under a private unit. RBI was a private unit. Originally, when RBI was established, RBI was a private unit. Now, RBI is completely, fully, 100% owned by Government of India. It means in RBI, ownership is 100% of Government of India. Now, sir, why government has done this? That I will tell you. RBI is the Central Bank of India and it was established on 1st April 1935. But so remember this, when was RBI established? On 1st April 1935 in accordance with the Reserve Bank of India Act 1934. In accordance with the Reserve Bank of India Act 1934. Since its inception, it has headquarters in Mumbai, though originally privately owned. Though originally privately owned, RBI has been fully owned by government in India since nationalization in 1949. Now RBI is fully, completely owned by government of India in 1949. But you see how our government is very smart. I tell you how. But if you will go from Jaipur to Delhi now, you have to pay some toll tax. You all know what is toll tax? Toll tax is the tax that you have to pay to drive the car on road after some area. If you go from one state to another, you will have to pay toll tax. Do you know about this?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now I tell you one thing. But so these toll road, what is the toll tax? But so toll tax is government is recovering the money which the government has spent on building the road, on maintaining the road. बच्चों we all drive the car on road. तो बच्चों क्या आपको क्या लगता है that we do not government do not maintain the road? Obviously they have to maintain the road. आपको घर है आपका आप जहाँ रहते हैं you have to maintain your house on yes or no. रोज आपके हाउस में क्लीनिंग भी होती है कुछ टूट फूट होती है तो उसकी भी रिपेयरिंग होती है नहीं होती सेम अप्लाइज विथ रोड्स आल्सो नाउ टू बिल्ड द रोड टू मेंटेन द रोड गवर्नमेंट रिक्वायर फंड्स and the funds come to the public through toll charges. These toll charges they invest in building the road and maintaining the road. But should the government bring out the tender if they want to bring some new road? And the all private infrastructure company they file the tender, and the company which get the tender have to build the road. Suppose my company has filed the tender and I have to build the road of 10 kilometers. In building the road of 10 kilometer, my company invested 50 crore rupees. Now what government will do? Government has made the money, has made the investment of my company, it's private sector. Now government will hand over the toll to me for 10 years. That for 10 years toll is yours. Whatever money you will get till 10 years you will get that money. So now my company know that in 10 years I will earn 100 crore rupees. Right now I'm investing 50 crore, but on an average, my company estimated that in 10 years I will recover 100 crore rupees. After 10 years, you have to hand over the toll to the government. So see how smart is government. They do not spend a single money. They have invested your money, has given you toll for 10 years, and after that hand over the toll. This is how toll works. And same has been applied in the case of RBI. RBI is very huge. So initially government handed over this to the private sector. They invested their money and established RBI. After some time when the contract was over, yeah, I don't know. When the contract was over, I guess, then the government has handed back the RBI in its position. So, Bacho, this is how things work in the market. Same applies with RBI also. So, RBI was originally privately owned. Now RBI is fully 100% owned by Government of India since 1949. RBI is governed by central body appointed by central bank. But RBI is governed by governor. RBI is governed by the governor. Head of the RBI is governor, and that governor is appointed by central government. But do you know the position of government, the responsibility the governor is having? That governor has to make policies, has to take care of all the banks in India, because it is the RBI that regulate, that monitor all the banks in India, that makes rules and regulation for all the banks in India, which each and every bank in India have to follow. And the RBI is headed by governor. So you see the position of governor, at what position that person should be. Governor is not a small thing. Governor is the person, is the mind behind all the rules and regulations that is established by RBI and have to follow by all the banks. That's why the governor is appointed by central government after the acceptance of president. Then the RBI appoints some governor. RBI has 22 regional offices across India. RBI, Reserve Bank of India, was set up on the recommendations of the Commission. Now, functions of RBI: monetary authority, formulate, implement, and monitors the monetary policy. But so all the monetary policy, that how much loan a bank can give, what should be the interest rate, what interest rate bank can charge, what should be the RTGS charges, what should be the tax refund charges. All these policies, monetary policies, are formulated and implemented by RBI. Objective is to maintain price stability and ensuring adequate flow of credit to provide sectors, regulate and supervisor of financial system, prescribe board parameters of banking operations within the country's banking and financial system. Objective: maintain public confidence in the system, protect depositors' interest, and provide cost-effective banking services to the public. But do you know that nowadays each and every bank have their application? For example, SBI has an application YONO Banks. I don't know how many of you know, but if you have a bank account in SBI, you can download the application YONO. YONO is for SBI, where you can get to know your bank balance, you can transfer the money, you can receive the money, everything you can do through your mobile just by sitting at home. You do not have to go to the bank. If you have bank account in PNB, you can download the application of PNB, that is PNB One. In that you can do each and everything. Check your transactions, send money, receive money, RTDHs, apply for loan, open saving banks, and all everything you can do. So, Bachu, this application for every bank is made compulsory now, and it has been formulated by RBI so that people can get banking services cost effectively. They do not have to go bank each and every day. It is because of RBI we people have trust in the bank, that if we deposit the money in bank, our money will be safe. It is the RBI who have made such rules and regulations that bank do not think of doing fraud with you. That's why SBI has suffered so much of loss through Vijay Malia, somewhere around 10,000 crore, more than 10,000 crore, and PNB has suffered a loss of again more than 10,000 crore because of Nirav Modi. Still, these two banks do not get affected. People's money are still safe in this bank. People still have the same confidence in this bank that their money will not go anywhere. It is because of RBI. Manager of foreign exchange and control. Foreign exchange and control means foreign currency. Manage the foreign exchange through Foreign Exchange Management Act 1999. Objective is to facilitate external trade and payment and promote orderly development and maintenance of foreign exchange market in India. But so if you are doing import and export, then the currency difference. Suppose you are purchasing something in dollar and selling something in rupees, but in America and India, in America they accept dollar and India they accept rupees. So this foreign exchange, this foreign currency exchange will be maintained by RBI only. Issuer of currency. We all know that currency means notes, coins, all these are issued by RBI and governor has its signature on each and every note. Have you noticed that our governor have signature on each and every note? And you have to notice the signature of governor is there. You can check your note right now. Noticed it? No one. अरे यार, this is very shocking. But on each and every note, there is signature of governor. I do not have note right now. I will tell you. So RBI is the issuer of currency. Currency is issued by RBI. And with the help of currency, people can exchange the things to give public adequate quantity of supply of currency note and coin and in good quantity. It is the responsibility of RBI to issue adequate supply of currency notes and coins so that work of people or people do not get affected by it. Development role, perform a wide range of promotion functions to support national objectives, related functions, bankers to the government. Perform merchant banking function for the central and the state government and also act as their banker. But to RBI act as a banker to the government, it means all the politicians, especially, they have their banking, they have their banks with the RBI. They perform all their functions with the RBI. Suppose the fund is issued to forest minister of 1,000 crore, so that is formulated by RBI only. Bankers to bank maintain banking account of all the scheduled bank. They also maintain all the banking account of all the scheduled bank. Because I told you that scheduled banks are those banks which have followed the criteria set by RBI, and they also get the benefit like the RBI provide them the loan if they require. Owns and operate government bonds. Now, what is government bonds? Bacho, suppose government requires some money for the development or for the army, etc. Government require 1,000 crore. Now, what government do? Government issue some securities in the market. Suppose government issue the security of 1,000 crore and interest rate on that security is 10%. If you will purchase 1 lakh rupees government security, you will get interest 10%. Now, Aditya, if you deposit the money in bank in saving account, you will get 6% interest. If you will purchase government security, you will get 10% interest. So what will be like? What will you like to do, Aditya? आप क्या करेंगे? Himanshu, if you deposit the money in bank, you will get 6% interest. If you purchase government security, you will get 10% interest. So where will you like to invest the money?
The government.
Government security. So, bacho, what government do when the government requires some money, they bring out the government bonds and they pay more interest as compared to the banks, so that the people purchase their securities, people purchase their bonds and they get the money. And this is all operated and owned and regulated by RBI. Then supervisory function. Supervisory means RBI keep an eye on all the banks, whether all the banks are doing working properly, any bank is not doing any fraud. Suppose a bank is established for the development of rural agriculture, rural sector, and they are providing loan to industrial people and not giving privilege to rural people. So RBI keep us eye. RBI supervise all the banks that whether all the banks are working properly, so that in India there should be sound banking system, efficient, effective banking system. Last, promotional functions. The Reserve Bank now perform a variety of development and promotional functions. The Reserve Bank promotes banking habits, extend banking facilities to rural and semi-rural areas, establish and promote new specialized financial agencies. So बच्चों RBI help in promotional functions also. They have established banks. They RBI have established banks so that RBI established banks so that the people in rural area they do not get financial assistance, but with the help of RBI have developed some bank like NABARD, Nationalized Bank for Rural Development. So these banks they provide loans and financial assistance to rural areas, to villages, so that agriculturists can also develop, rural people can also develop, small scale industry development. They have established loan for small scale industry development. So the purpose of establish this bank is to provide financial loan, financial assistance to small scale industry owners, so that they can develop and grow in future. So these were the functions of RBI, which we have discussed today. So in next class, we are going to start the next topic. We are going to complete this topic. Thank you everyone for joining. Please take care, stay safe, stay healthy. Bye bye.